Do you like trees? Yes, I love trees. I live in a small hill in Pennsylvania, and the hill is covered with all kinds of trees such as evergreen trees, cherry trees. My favorite is Japanese maples. And it's just so wonderful to be surrounded by so many trees and be a part of such beautiful scenery. And I find walking under the shade very pleasant. You can hear the birds chirping, the wind blowing in your face, and see the leaves falling as well. And it's just so refreshing to all of our senses. Would you like to live in a place that has a lot of trees? Yes, as I mentioned earlier, I live in a hill, so I'm very thankful to be able to live there, and I like to be surrounded by trees and nature in general. It's just so beautiful, just breathtakingly beautiful all year round. In the winter, the trees are covered with snow, which makes it really charming. And then in the summer and spring, different branches of trees start to grow, and everything just looks so lush and green and just so beautiful. But my favorite has to be autumn, as I can watch the leaves turn red and yellow, falling under the gentle breeze. Isn't that romantic? Do you think places with more trees attract more visitors than places with less trees? Yeah, I believe so. I guess especially when people are traveling, trees are just so restful and provide a sense of calmness to our body and soul. I think amidst the chaos and the business of life, surrounding ourselves with nature would be quite a treat. And among other factors such as food and physical activities, people tend to be drawn to trees or nature in general. Have you ever planted a tree? As I recall, I did try to plant a durian with my grandmother when I was a child. It was quite fun to get your hands dirty and put a seed down to the ground. More than that, for a tree to grow, it requires you to put in effort consistently to care for it every day, such as watering, fertilizing, protecting it from bugs. And once you see things start to grow, to spring up, it's one of the most satisfying and rewarding experience to me. Did you ever climb trees when you were a child? Well, I grew up in the Central Highland region in Vietnam, so not surprisingly, I have seen a lot of trees my whole life, and so I have climbed trees many times as well. So when I was a kid, I often went to my grandmother's hometown, which is in the far countryside. And my cousins and I often hung out together, and one of our favorite activities was climbing trees. Sometimes just for the fun of it, it's just fun for kids to sit in one of those branches and look down. It's just a very delightful activity to me back then. Or sometimes we like to eat certain fruit, so we have to climb trees and get those fruit for ourselves and just enjoy them together. So those are very fond memories that I had with my cousins when I was a kid.